In 20 minutes, consumer advice and those humorous events and mishaps that prompt the expression, "That's life." First, the news on BBC1 with Martin Lewis.
Steady as she goes, the Alliance say there's no need to change tactics. Mrs. Thatcher spells it out. Schools that break away from local councils won't be allowed to charge fees. Mr. Kinnock chases the youngsters who'll be voting for the first time. Ah yes, we'll remember her well. The actress Hermione Gingold is dead. Good evening. The Alliance campaign leaders said tonight there would be no change of tactics after their poor showing in opinion polls over the last week. Steady as she goes was the message that came out of their regular weekly strategy meeting, and David Steele and David Owen both declared themselves happy about the way their election campaign is being run. The Alliance leaders say they expect their ratings to pick up as undecided voters make up their minds in the next 2 weeks.
Senior Alliance politicians and party strategists arrived at tonight's meeting with the task of working out how to persuade more voters over to their side. Their position in the opinion polls is better than the corresponding one in 1983, but they know they must improve quickly. Hadn't they got to breathe life into a flagging campaign?
We don't accept that at all. If you look at the surveys in the Sunday Telegraph today, Daily Express and The Guardian last week, you'll find that our campaign is actually registering more positively with the voters than the others. So we're very happy with that. And that underlines my point that we will come through strongly as we did at the last election at the end. I'm quite certain of that.
And inside at tonight's weekly meeting, Dr. Owen and Mr. Steele sat side by side as reports from regions and constituencies were presented on the progress of the election campaign. After a discussion lasting an hour, the meeting broke up. Would there be any change in tactics?
There's been no switch of tactics at all. And indeed, there has been absolutely no request from the constituencies. That's the amazing thing, that there is. I would have expected, frankly, at this stage of a campaign, to have a large number of requests. We certainly did in '83, and I remember them in '79, to do this or do that. There have not been a large number of requests.
One change the two leaders have agreed: they'll no longer appear automatically together in regional television interviews. It's likely, too, that the Alliance are going to sharpen up their campaigning style, attacking Labour as well as the Conservatives. Even at the start of the day, as David Owen relaxed at his West Country home, the Alliance's election problems were not far away. Dr. Owen said the Conservatives seemed on course to win, so the Alliance had to erode their vote.
Labour can't win this election.
Two extra members of our cast tonight. We'll tell you exactly why.